Hi, everyone. This is a special edition of Morning Coffee with Larry. We are starting part two of an interview with Vena Semprie, and she is a caregiver. She is the owner of her company where she helps caregivers called Caring for Caregiver, and the author of the book Caregiver Triumphant. In our first part, we talked a little bit about her journey, and today in this one we are going to look at what are some special advice, concerns, suggestions for caregivers that are going through not just the winter months, but also the winter months and during the COVID-19 restrictions and concerns and fears that they are that they are dealing with as well. So again, welcome back, Vena. And why don't you just kind of jump into the topic of how do you cope being a caregiver during January and during COVID-19?
Thank you, Larry, for asking, and I am happy to share with you some of the things that caregivers should be doing to take care of themselves during COVID and beyond. While caregiving is immensely rewarding, it also presents enormous stress
Yeah.
on the caregiver during normal times and more so during these times. Also, there is additional stress on the care receiver. So it has become even more difficult for caregivers during these times. Isolation from the family is not helping. It is causing more and more anxiety. People are not able to be together with their loved ones. So it is of utmost importance to be vigilant about your own health. So here are some coping strategies I would talk about. The
Okay.
number one priority, the caregiver must love themselves first. Because in order to be able to help your loved ones, you must take care of you first. So it is important that you practice self-care to relieve your stress. And this is not an act of selfishness, it is just being proactive in taking care of you. Um, And a simple thing you can do during each day, just take about 10 to 15 minutes and get out for a brisk walk. You would be surprised the relief you can get walking 10 to 15 minutes a day, breathing deeply in and out,
Mhm.
and just watch the result. Some of the benefits are, it decreases tension and relieves your stress. It improves your physical and mental health. It strengthens your immune system. It strengthens your self-esteem, because if you feel good about yourself, you are better able to help the care receiver and anyone around you. It puts you in a better mood overall. And you got to listen to your intuition, because you know when you've had enough, you know when things are right, you know when things are not right. So it is important to listen to your intuition. You have everything inside of you to do whatever you set your mind to do. You keep your focus, avoid distractions and cultivate an inner peace within yourself. Let everything you do come from a place of love. Don't get excited. Don't get angry. Just focus on being the authentic you. Give of your best, and that's about all you can give. You have to know your limits. Don't continue to just give, give, give. You sit down, slow down, you rest. And you also have to ask for help and know how to receive help from family, friends, and your support groups. You cannot do it alone. You have to be gentle on yourself. Some of the things you can do to relieve your stress: keep a journal, write in your journal daily, give yourself permission to express your thoughts and your feelings. So you write freely whatever you were thinking or feeling. Another thing, communicate. Communication is so important. You have to release negative emotions. Just let them go. And it is quite normal to have negative emotions, but just don't harbor them. You have to release it, just let it go. But it's normal to feel those negative emotions. Are you a special and you are part of a bigger plan? Caregivers are special people. And believe me, it takes everything you have to be a good caregiver. You should join online groups. Don't isolate yourself completely, join groups, and you feel supported because the people in the groups are people that's experiencing the same pain as you are. These people, caregivers, understand the challenges. They feel your pain and they can identify with your stresses. A great thing to do is to rise above your challenges. Um, you should have a strong psychological and spiritual anchor. How about your faith? Like, you know, I think we are in the situation that we are in, sometimes as a test of faith. And for those of us that believe, we know we are not in this journey alone. Uh, we could be tempted to get distracted and again introduce bad thoughts. Don't go there. Just think as positive as you can. And again, you do the best you can. Believe in yourself. Things are going to fall into perspective. And you are no accident. You are in this position for a reason because I believe God is at work in you. Hold a space for yourself. Do things that make you happy. Simple things is just phoning up a friend where you can share. You can laugh, you can talk, you can cry, and sometimes you can even fall apart. It's all part of the journey.
Yep.
How about, excuse me, a bit of meditation? Just simply take time, lay in your bed very quiet, and just let your mind go blank. It is a great coping mechanism. And the more you do it, the better you get at it. You know, Overload builds up every day. And it is very important to release those overload. And one of the best ways, there couldn't be a better way than through silent meditation. It gives you an opportunity to rest for 15, 20 minutes, breathing deeply in and out. Just let your breath flow through your body. And you also get a lot of emotional benefits from meditation. Another thing you can do is to cut down on your news intake. There is just so much negativity and so much fear. And I think the news could be a great distraction. So the more you listen to the news, I think the more stressed out you become. So just be careful in how much news intake you do on a daily basis. When you meditate, it gives you a new perspective on stressful situation. It gives you an opportunity to increase your self-awareness. It gives you an opportunity to focus on the present, here and now, where you are. Mm-hmm. It reduces negative emotions, and it helps you to practice patience and tolerance. Because you become calmer. You are able to cope in a much more peaceful way. Another thing that really helps you is to practice gratitude. Be grateful for the simplest things in life. The air you breathe, the food you eat, the home where you live. Just be grateful. And you say please and thank you when you ask for something, or an act of kindness is done for you. These things really help you to gain a better perspective and to understand that you were just one person doing the very best you can to live from day to day. And when you practice gratitude, you experience inner peace and encourage those around you to practice gratitude as well. Sometimes it's difficult dealing with the care receivers, and when they act in whatever manner they want to act in, just do the opposite thing. Just treat them with kindness, patience, and tolerance. And I hope these little bit of golden nuggets will help you to get through not only January, but just to practice simple things that would make your life easier. And over time, you learn to accept the things you cannot control. Mm-hmm. You deal with it in a more calm and peaceful manner. Thank you.
That was fantastic. That is a lot of great advice. I was looking at the handout sheet, and these 4 areas are just fantastic. Love yourself first, listen to your intuition, meditate, practice gratitude, things that they seem too simple, yet they're so effective. So I want to thank you so much for the opportunity to talk with you today, and for what you're able to share with caregivers and listeners to our special video podcast. If people want to find your book, Caregiver Triumphant, where do they find it at?
The book is on Amazon, Caregiver Triumphant. So you just Amazon.com, Amazon.ca, and you can order any amount of copies you like. It is a great book. It is also advertised on my website, Caring for Caregiver. I also encourage caregivers that are looking for more information to just go on my website and fill in the form with your name and address, and I will contact you for further information and help.
All right. Fantastic. And your website again is caringforcaregiver dot what?
Yes, it
Dot
is.
com. All
Yes.
right. Well, thank you so much, Vena. You have a great day and a happy new year, and we'll talk to you soon.
Thank you, Larry, and to you as well. It's been my pleasure.
Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.